All right, everybody. Final race for the Group 12X LMP cars here at Lanes Raceway. 4-inch flexi chassis, Group 12, mostly Copeland motors, some of them Kelly motors. I even think we might have one or two Pro Slot motors in the action here, but nonetheless, balanced 12 class here at Lanes Raceway. We have 4 here for the final. Gunnar Vender, Randy Kirtley, Jackson Daugherty, Glenn Burden. Gunnar right now with the pink dot on his car. If he wins this one today, he will get another pink dot. If not, he won't. Nonetheless, on the oval track, we have a FCR race going on. Guys, you ready? Watch your lights. And here we go into our first round robin heat. Let's go into a little bit bigger screen here. My wife, of course, helping track marshal. My allergies kicking in a little extra step. Let's see if I can do a little bit of maneuvering here so we can see better the track here. We're limited on some of the angles that we usually have. I still have cam 2 here. Who was that just wrecked? Red lane. Okay. Who was it? Red only? Okay. So strike on red. Orange. And strike on orange. Alright, now we're caught up. Whereas previously we had both views simultaneously in one screen, but where the whole system collapsed today and I lost all save files for some reason, we went ahead and got that fixed. So we'll see another car here coming off. That's going to be on orange lane taking a strike. They're second. But this has been a very interesting little race here. The car is not extremely quick, about equal speeds here, but one thing I've noticed is that the extra weight of the car can does affect how these cars handle. So setup on these is very tough sometimes. But it looks like we got Jackson Daugherty right now out in the lead here. Racing side by side with, looks to be Gunnar. So we got another flag here. We see a car come off, and that's going to be on white lane. A minute and 2 seconds left to go. Of course, Randy Kirtley ran for Jackson Daugherty last week. Got another car coming off here. I don't know whose car that is. We'll see. And that's going to be on green. Got a yellow flag again here. And that's going to be another strike there on green lane, his second. A little bit harder to trace the cars here, keep better track of it. Right now, Gunnar Vender out in the lead with 21 laps here. As we see a car come off. 39 seconds left to go in the heat. And that's going to be on red lane. Their second. So nerves are high, definitely, for the crew here. 3 of the 4 already with 2 strikes. Randy Kirtley with 1. So basically, next wreck, somebody's probably coming off. And we got a red flag here. And a heat is over. We're going to go over to the strikes and clear those out. And we'll take a look here at the track mate. See 33 laps there for Gunner, as we got about half of it tilted off of our screen here. 32 laps for Randy, 31 for Jackson, and 30 for Glenn. That's a direct tic-tac-toe line there. Head over to the oval, watch these guys work for a little bit. We see a little bit of the action there on the oval for the Lexan cars. All right, folks, heading back over. 4 red lights dropping out to green. Gunnar Bender right now, currently your leader there on green lane. Randy Kirtley right there behind him on red lane. Jackson Daugherty on blue, and Glenn Burden on white. Got a yellow flag here, something going on green lane. Or blue lane, sorry. He got into green lane. So Jackson Daugherty going to take a strike there. We got a flag on the play here. Let's see who this is. That's going to be a strike for blue. Blue's going to have to dial it back a notch. Got a little bit of an upset car there in the donut portion of the track. That's going to be a strike for red. Oval action there as they finish their heat up. And a yellow flag and a car off in the S portion of the track. Seconds left to go in the heat. And that's going to be on green. Going to take a strike.
Get ready. Go. Yellow flag.
And another car coming off on the donut portion of the track there. Green. Okay, and that's going to be another strike there for green.
Get ready. Go. Red flag.
And that's a red flag rotation.
Heat over.
Head over to the strikes and clear the board there, and nobody coming off. We'll head back to the track mate here. We see Randy Kirtley now in the lead, 34-32. Gunnar Bender there, 33-33. Jackson Darty there, 31-31. And Glenn Burton, 30-30. So very close race for sure. Heading back over to the oval. I see everybody working on their cars. They're in between heats, probably fixing to get started. We're going to go ahead and leave it on the high banks, and we'll be right back with you.
Race starts in 20 seconds. Race starts in 5 seconds. Get ready. The race starts in 1 minute. Race starts in 40 seconds. Race starts in 20 seconds.
All right, 10 seconds before we go back green racing.
Race starts in 5 seconds.
And we got a pretty close one here. Now everybody getting a little bit of room between each other. Jackson on purple, Gunnar on blue, Randy on green, and Glenn on red. This is the round robin 3 of 8. Randy Kirtley in the lead by a little bit of a couple car lengths here. side by side with Randy Kirtley and Gunner. Both of these guys driving side by side here. Back and forth, Gunner will take the lead, then Randy will take the lead as we get our first caution here up on the bridge. And that's going to be a strike for red lane. Oval having fun. We see another car coming off in the donut portion of the track. Wife scared me. She stuck the car right in my eye. That's going to be a strike for blue lane. And I keep hitting oval. Sorry, folks. Got another car coming off here. 1 minute and 6 seconds left to go in the heat. Randy Kirtley currently in the lead with 81 total laps. And red lane going to take a strike there. Randy Kirtley's yellow car very quick today. As we get another yellow flag there with 8 seconds left to go, 10 seconds left to go in the heat. And that's going to be on purple lane.
The race starts in 1 minute.
And a red flag rotation.
Heat over. Race
Go ahead and go to the strikes here, clear those out. Randy Kirtley in the lead right now with 101 total laps. Him and Gunner, just 1 lap difference there on red lane. Randy able to squeeze 1 lap out of that. As we see green lane here, though, we see Randy Kirtley there, a couple laps ahead of Gunner there off of green. Jackson a couple laps down from Gunner off green. And the same thing goes there on blue lane. Jackson about 3 laps down off Gunner on blue. And Jackson there on purple, turning 34 laps. Let's see, 33.7, 33.3, 32, 29.3 on average for all the racers. Heading over to the oval, we can see the GRC race being ran. Now, of course, last week, since nobody ran it, all of the dots fell off, so no yellow dots will be awarded today, but at least they'll have a pretty good time racing here. And it makes a little bit of money for Lanes Raceway to be able to make these payouts for these guys, so that's good. Going to leave you guys here on the high banks. We'll be right back with you in about 1 minute and 20 seconds.
starts in 40 seconds. Race starts in 20 seconds. Get ready. Race starts in 5 seconds. Get ready.
All right, full red lights dropping out to green. Here we go.
Yellow flag.
So we get our first yellow flag here. Strike on black.
Get ready. Ready.
Right now, Randy Curley tied for the lead. Actually, just a little bit ahead of Gunnar Vender there, blue and purple lane. And we see Jackson Darty there in third, 105. Glenn Burden, 98. And that's going to be, I'm trying to see who it is. I'll have to move this real quick, folks. Black and purple going to take a strike there. Make that a little bit smaller. Minute and 4 seconds left to go. Best lap right now looks to be Randy Kirtley at 3.318, followed by Gunnar Vender with a 3.368. Their medians right there with each other, going at 100th of a second. Everybody running really, really good here. Car come off on the upper portion of the donut. That is going to be a strike for purple, their second.
Yellow flag.
1 second left to go in the heat here. Well, actually 2 seconds. And that's going to be purple and black. Taking 3.
Red flag.
And that's a red flag rotation.
Heat over.
Going over to the strikes. Those are our first eliminations of the race.
The race starts in 1 minute.
Let me take a look here at the track mate. You see Gunner turning 32 laps there on purple. Jackson 34 on purple. Jackson turning 28 laps on black. 0 for anybody else on black. Gunner right now 1 lap down from Randy on blue.
Race starts in 40 seconds.
And a couple laps down on green. Randy Kirtley also doing pretty good there on red lane. So whatever Randy's done to his car, definitely a lot quicker this week than previously. Averaging laps for Randy Kirtley 34, Gunnar Bender 33, Jackson Daugherty 31, and 29.8 for Glenn Burden on average. Total laps for Randy 136, 132 for Gunnar, 124 for Jackson, and 119 for Glenn Burden.
Race starts in 5 seconds.
I'll leave you over here on the high banks. Be right back with you.
Get ready. The race starts in 1 minute.
You only had 1 second.
Race starts in 40 seconds. Race starts in 20 seconds. Race starts in 5 seconds. Get ready.
All right, 4 red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. Round robin 5 of 8 right now. As you can tell, it's still everybody's ball game. 139 top of the board to 122 low of the board. If we get one wreck out, basically that person falls to the bottom. It's that simple. It's very close. But at the same time, pretty uneventful with just 4 cars here. Not a whole lot of back and forth racing, plus people getting a little bit of space in between for the most part. So we got a yellow flag here. We'll see who came off. It's going to be Black Lane. Going to take a strike.
Get ready. Yellow flag.
And another yellow flag. Let's see who come off here.
Get ready.
Or a stalled car possibly from the previous. So we have rules in place for that. If the track gets shut off and then it starts back, if the guy has to hit the button because his car don't move. Sometimes the braids just don't make good connection when they stop. So it's not the racer's fault that was on the track. And they shouldn't get a strike there, so we don't count those. Big hit wreck over on the oval track. So we get a yellow flag here also on the orange track here. 48 seconds left to go in the heat. that's going to be on yellow lane, taking a strike.
Get ready.
Hard hit. Two cars getting into each other on the straight stretch. That was wild. That's going to be on black lane. Their second.
Get ready.
It's going to be 3 strikes for Gunner.
Get ready. Yellow flag.
And a stalled car again on blue, so that car needs to be pushed a little bit.
Get ready. Red flag. Heat over.
And that's a red flag rotation. Go ahead and clear the strikes out here. Our first elimination of the evening. We'll head over to the track mate. We'll see that right now 34 on average for Randy Kirtley, 32.4 on average for Gunner, 31.2 on average for Jackson, 29.8 on average for Glenn Burden. Total laps, Randy Kirtley 170, Gunnar Bender 162, Jackson Darty 156, Glenn Burden 149. Heading back over to the high banks. We'll be right back with you.
Race starts in 40 seconds. Race starts in 20 seconds. Race starts in 5 seconds. Get ready. The race starts in 1 minute. Race starts in 40 seconds. Race starts in 20 seconds. Race starts in 5 seconds. Get ready.
All right, here we go. 4 red lights are dropping out to green. Randy Kirtley still your leader here with 171 laps. The gap between second, third, and fourth have shrunk a little since Gunner ended up coming off there in the previous heat. 5 laps difference between those guys now. Like I said, if somebody crashes out at the beginning of this race, it's all the way to the bottom for sure for people. Two cars coming off on this one. It's going to be orange and purple. Going to take a strike. Whoa, that's a big strike there. I don't know how to race that. What's right there? There we go. Got another car coming off here. That's going to be Glenn Burton on purple lane. His second. Three-way around the donut. What a packed house there. Jackson Darty's car looking like it's about to lay down. So we get 2 cars involved in an incident here possibly. No, looks like just one here. 40 seconds left to go. And that's going to be a strike on yellow. And a stalled car possibly off there. And I think Glenn's car laid down on him. He's going to swap his car out. So that was Glenn's car up on the bridge.
Race starts in 20 seconds. Race starts in 5 seconds.
Coming up after this race is our main event. Fairview IT Cup Series here at Lanes Raceway on the Oval. So it's bound to be quite a few people in it for sure. Glenn Burton now got his new car out there. Four red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. Got a yellow flag, 34 seconds left to go in the heat here.
Get ready.
It looks like Glenn's withdrawing. Oh, no, that was his third strike. Okay. "15 seconds left to go in the heat here." Now, last week, I believe the points was Jackson was 5 points ahead of Glenn or Gunner. I can't remember. And the other one was ahead by 10 points. And then after we calculated up everything from not last week, but the week before's race, Jackson was 35 points ahead starting today, but Gunner's got 2 wins here, and he might be replacing races here. So let's take a look over here at the track mate here. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know if Jackson's even catchable, but it's going to be really close. It might actually be within 5 points or a tie between Gunner and Jackson here after this race. I really don't know. Right now, Randy Kirtley, of course, in the lead, so unless he does something drastic, that's going to negate the pink dot for Gunner. But Randy Kirtley not in the series. He's just racing. But the pink dots are, of course, outside of the series. It's just something added to the series. So he's eligible to run for those, even though he has decided he wasn't going to get in the series. Jackson Daugherty right now, 188. Glenn Burden, 169. These guys are needing either Randy or Gunner to wreck out. Randy and Gunner only 5 laps different between those two. Minute 39 seconds. We'll be right back with you.
Race starts in 40 seconds. Race starts in 20 seconds. Race starts in 5 seconds. Get ready.
All right, folks, here we go. 4 red lights dropping out to green. This is round robin 7 of 8. We got this one and one more, and that's it, folks. Glenn Burden now got his car on black lane as we get our first yellow flag here. Jackson late to the party there. That is a strike. I just tried to tell him he had 15 seconds. Oh, I'm cool, man. I got this. He's trying to, I don't know what he's doing, folks. He's out of his mind currently. If he didn't do so well at the beginning of this series, he probably wouldn't be so slapstick and nonchalant with his racing efforts here. Of course, Jackson is the kid we're helping out, try to have the best race he can possibly have here at Lanes Raceway. We like to take kids under our wings and help them race, but sometimes Jackson just is Jackson. That's all I can say, folks. Right now, Jackson in third position. He is 10 laps down or 20 laps down from Gunner. Glenn Burden is about 10 laps down from Jackson. Randy Kirtley is about 10 laps ahead of Gunner with 1 minute and 11 seconds. So everybody's about 10 laps separated from one another as we get a caution here. That's going to be one for orange and yellow. Halfway through the heat right now. 1 minute and 6 left to go. So we get another yellow flag here. Somebody possibly off under the bridge. And that is going to be a strike on yellow for Randy Kirtley. And a yellow flag yet again coming out. A lot of yellow flags in this heat. 35 seconds left to go. That's going to be a strike on white, their second. So 2 strikes yellow, 2 strikes white, 1 strike orange. 33 seconds left to go in the heat. It's 3 for white. Orange, 2. Gunner been putting in quite a bit of practice the past couple days here on the orange track. Him and Brian about the only guys coming into Lanes Raceway. Both of them really practicing up hard all week long. So, you know, kudos to them as it's showing to pay off here, especially in the Group 12 race, which is our main points earning race here. It's really going to help Gunner for sure in the points as he'll be able to replace a race here. Heading over to the strikes here, we're going to go ahead and click and cancel those out. Head over to the track mate here. We can see Randy Kirtley 34.1 on average, 32.7 on average for Gunner, 30.4 on average for Jackson, 28.7 on average for Glenn. Total laps are Randy Kirtley 239, Gunner Bender 229, Jackson Daugherty 213, Glenn Burden 201. We still have one more heat left to go, and everybody's about 10 laps or so separated, so it's still anybody's ball game. You know, of course, Randy Kirtley, he'd have to wreck out pretty early for Glenn to take Randy. But all things considered, I've seen crazier things. Trust me, folks. I've seen a guy with a 40-lap lead go into the last heat and lose it all. So, heading over to the orange track, we see my wife getting pictures of some of the racers from the oval track race. We'll be right back with you.
Race starts in 20 seconds. Race starts in 5 seconds. Get ready.
All right, final heat. 4 red lights dropping out to a green. Cole bringing home the victory in the GRC race.
Yellow flag.
So we get our first yellow flag. 151 left in the heat. Randy Kirtley in the lead by 10 laps, followed by Gunnar Bender, 231. Jackson Darty, 215. Glenn Burton, 203. And that's going to be a strike for yellow.
Get ready. Flag.
Looks like 2 cars involved in an incident here. White lane and red lane going to take strikes.
Ready. Halfway through the heat. Yellow flag.
So we get another yellow flag here. Got a car off in the donut portion of the track. And that is going to be a strike for orange.
Get
Their
ready.
first.
Yellow flag.
And a car fast off underneath the bridge there. That's going to be on white lane, taking a strike. There's second.
Yellow flag. Get ready.
That's going to be a strike for yellow. There's second. And that's all she wrote, folks. Going to go over here and clear the strikes out. And take a look here at the track mate. Randy Kirtley going to bring home the win. The pink dot would have transferred from Gunner to Randy here. But nonetheless, Randy not adding points here. So Gunner's actually going to take first place here. 262 for Gunner, 272 for Randy, 10 laps difference between those two. Jackson Doherty 244 there in second, and Glenn Burden in third with 231. All three of these guys probably going to be replacing races here. So excellent little race there. Anyways, folks, that's it for the Group 12X class here at Lanes Raceway. Coming up next, we're going to get the cars ready and teched for the Fairview IT Management Cup Series here at Lanes Raceway. And it's a coin toss whether it's going to be a hardcore race or if it's going to be a really close race. Lots of wrecks, maybe not. Who knows? All season long, it's just changed so much. But stick around for us coming up for that. That's our main event for the evening and our final race. And it will also be the final race for the Summer Series. So thank you guys for tuning in for the Group 12. If it's the last time I see you, God bless you. If not, I'll see you in the next one. Still, God bless you. All right, it's Donnie D. I'll see you here shortly.